Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Today's topic is breaking toxic cycles with men. Breaking them. These toxic cycles that you're going over and over and over with men. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you. I really appreciate you. Now let's dive into this topic. Breaking toxic cycles with men. We do have a letter, and let's see what she says. She addressed her letter, "My heartbreak. I am so heartbroken from a man. I am in serious depression over him. He served 22 years, did 2 tours in Iraq. Oh, this is a military man. A military man. He is on PTSD meds and was constantly fighting with me over absolutely nothing. Yeah, because these people are still fighting the war. Although they're home, they're still fighting it in their heads. It's a psychological thing. I was married for 30 years to an alcoholic and drug user and cheater. After getting out of that, I met this man. He pursued me for a year and a half. I finally said yes. I made the mistake of having sex with him, knowing that wasn't right, but it happened. After that, our dates turned into me paying for it, me cooking food I had bought, the groceries, and eating and having sex all night long. Yeah, well, you fell right into that. You fell right into it. You see, now, when he was pursuing you for a year, what was he doing for you in that year? But as soon as you said yes and had sex, now it flipped. Now it flipped. And now you see what he really wanted out of you. All of these things that you are doing for him is what he was looking for. A sex partner and somebody that will care for him. He's not looking to care for someone. He's looking for someone to care for him. Okay? I planned weekend trips to nice bed and breakfast and cabins. Me always planning and paying for all of it. Well, you know, you did this because probably he doesn't have any money. That's probably why you just up and did it. I'll tell you, because, you know, I've been in that situation where I've dated men that I like. They didn't have, now this is before I was spiritual, okay? But I did date men that I liked that didn't have money. You know, they had some money, but not a lot of money. All right, and during those days, you know, I was just going for someone that I liked. Somebody that I would enjoy being with. Okay? So, I would plan, you know, I would go and buy movie tickets. You know, there's a whole bunch of them. So we can spend time anytime we want to go to the movies. We wouldn't have to worry about the money because I've already bought a whole bundle of tickets. We go to the movies or wherever. Now, when we went to the restaurant, he would pay there. And I didn't have to come out of pocket. You know, you understand? So he did try to reciprocate. But for you, it sounds like that you were coming out of pocket a bit too much. And so was I. During that time, I shouldn't have done any of those things because the relationship turned sour. I found myself doing way too much for this man, and he wasn't doing hardly anything from me. The more I did, the less he did. You see, that's a toxic cycle. And if you find yourself in a cycle like that, then you need to stop whatever you're doing, ladies. Cut it off and see what he's going to do, if he's going to pick up the slack. If he doesn't, then you need to leave. You don't need to be with him, period. Let's see what else you say here. So you say, finally, when you said yes, then what it ended up being, you going over there on the weekend, spending weekends with him. You planned weekend trips to nice bed and breakfasts, cabins, and you were always the one paying. Here this past weekend, he blew up at me about the color of my hair and how he saw it. I didn't understand his anger, but he hung up on Saturday and I didn't hear from him, I guess, until Sunday. Sunday we were supposed to meet at the cabin at noon to check in. No word from him. So I went to the cabin, decorated 5 hours for a special Valentine's Day. I called him and he agreed to meet me at 8:30 p.m. and follow me there. The cabin was so adorable with all Valentine's stuff in every room. The only thing I asked him to bring was some firewood for the outdoor fireplace. When I texted him, did he get it? He said no, they were out, so no firewood. Okay, so I went to the store and they had it. Upon arriving at the cabin, he didn't even mention how cute it was until I said, "Oh, you aren't going to say how cute?" He said, "Did the cabin owners do all that?" I said, "No, I did." Okay, you have a man who doesn't appreciate you at all. He doesn't appreciate what you do. This nice thing here you have planned, this occasion. You paid for the cabin. You decorated the cabin. All to have a very nice Valentine's Day with him. He doesn't appreciate that. Doesn't mean anything to him. You know what it looks like to him? That you care so much about him that you're willing to do anything for him. And probably that's why he felt so comfortable in criticizing the color of your hair. So now he's going to start just telling you how he really feels about you because he feels like you're so hooked on him. You're not going to leave. You're going to take his abuse, whatever it is, because you've shown him that you're willing to do too much for him. Ladies, you got to know when to draw the line in the sand. Stop doing too much. You see, you got your boyfriends there. They stumble in late at night to have sex with you. In the morning, you pop up in the kitchen cooking him breakfast, making sure he's good for his day and everything. And what has he done for you? Many times, nothing. He'll say, "See you later," and go out the door. Won't even give you a kiss. Ladies, you deserve so much better. So much better than this. Don't take it. It's up to you. If you take it, like I said before, whatever you accept in your life, the universe feels like this is what you want. You've accepted it, so it will give you more of it. More of it. So really, you are in charge of your own reality. Okay, let's see what else you say here. He sat on the couch while I made homemade meatballs and spaghetti, not saying anything. No appreciation at all. Finally started getting mad about the color of my hat. Why? What does your hair do with him? Said, I scared the shit out of him. He thought he was going blind because he saw a different color than I said. He is shade blind because of welding with no eye protection, so has never been able to see colors correctly. Well, what does that have to do with you? I'm coming back to it. I don't care if he was blind in both eyes. He has no right to criticize you. You're not married to him. So what do you expect from him? To treat you nice because you've done something nice? No. And now you're making some kind of telling me that he's colorblind and that's why he saw your hair a different color. But still, he's putting you down. He's criticizing you. And for what? He should have been happy for the things that you've done to make a pleasant occasion. But no, he's going to zoom in on something negative. And it's because he has these issues. These issues that most probably stem from his time in the war, in the service, the things that he saw and the things that he did in Iraq. If he went to Iraq for 2 tours, he's probably killed people. He's probably seen people being killed. He's probably seen blood and gore and all of this. And when he closes his eyes at night, that's what he sees. These things don't just go away, ladies. Go away. But ladies, what does that have to do with you? You don't have to accept that. You don't have to accept him. He's damaged. And you can't fix it. And no amount of medications and therapies and all that is going to fix it. He's got to decide that he has an issue and he wants to fix it. You can't do it for him. And your love and attention and caring is not going to change anything as far as your reality is concerned. He's still going to treat you the same way. And worse, whenever he gets the urge to do it. All right. Talking about that the color of your hair scared him. What is... I don't even understand that. He's been a military man, went to Iraq, and he's afraid when he sees the color of your hair. That's ridiculous. He stood up from the couch screaming. And I said, look at me in your eyes. Tell me you are done. He did that and said we were done twice and drove off. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. Let me picture this again. You spent your money, went out and rented this beautiful cabin, this bed and breakfast, to go out and have a wonderful occasion. You even decorated it. Valentine's Day, hearts and flowers all over the place and just asked him to go pick up some wood so you would have a nice fire. He didn't want to do that. That's why he come and tell you that they all out of wood. You see, that was just being cruel and being mean. You see? Now he comes in and starts a fight with you because he doesn't want to be there anyway. All right? This is why men do things like this, because they don't want to be there. I don't know if he had another engagement. He wanted to run off and see his girlfriend or whatever, but he started this fight with you. He did not want to spend this time with you. So that's what men do. Start a fight for nothing. They give them a chance to go off and leave you in confusion, thinking you did something wrong. I tell you, if he had done me like this, that would be the last time he would have a chance to do it. I would leave and never go back to him. Never. Let's see what you did. Okay, so he stood up screaming and said that you were done, that you're over. It's done. Yeah, he wanted to go someplace else. He didn't want to be with you. That's why he did that. That's why he came up with that argument. So he said you were done twice and drove off, leaving me there after all I did to make a special night. Oh, to tell you the reason why I did Valentine's Day a week earlier, the 12th, is his 54th birthday. So I had rented another place for his birthday celebration the weekend of Valentine's Day. He left his overnight bag with his personal stuff, so after taking down all the stuff, I drove to his house, which was 2 hours away, and going to drop it off and leave it on his porch. And leave, but he heard me and came outside and was screaming, "Get out of here!" So I left calmly. What kind of man is this? He sounds like a monster to me. After I got 2 blocks away, I said, "Go back and get your things." I had at his apartment. No, you should not have gone back. You should have just kept going. Whatever was over there, you understand, either forget it or get it much later. You might have been angry, upset, and so you figure like you'll just go over there and get your stuff back. His 90-year-old son lives there, doesn't work or anything. I knocked on the door. His son said, "Who is it?" I told him I needed a garbage bag to get my stuff. While I was waiting, his dad walks into the kitchen and his son says to him, "Watch out." Really like I was there to be violent with him. So I threw all my bathroom stuff and clothes into the garbage bag and left. It's been 2 days. No text, no call, no apology. Now you are looking at this situation like, oh, it's just another breakup. We just had a fight and it's a breakup. And that's why you're looking for a text or a call or an apology. I am crushed by his actions. I am never going back. I just need some closure as to why this happened. Seems the better you treat a man, the worse they treat you. Yeah, that's true. Most men are like that. They just take advantage. You see, they think that you just kind of stupid. You just give them everything and they're not giving you anything. Yeah, they just feel like, you don't care that much about yourself, so why should they care? Think about it, ladies. Think about it. When you are doing too much for a man, I say, ladies, you need to stop. You need to stop it cold turkey. Let the man do for you. Let him do for you. And then, if you feel like you want to do something sweet for him, a little something sweet, do it. But don't do no big thing. For instance, don't go out and buy him no clothes and no jewelry. I don't care what the occasion is. Something huge you want to, you hear about women who will buy their boyfriends a car because they can afford it and he doesn't have a car. Ladies, that's the worst thing you can do. Don't do that. Stop buying things for these men. The man is supposed to provide for you, not vice versa. When you do it vice versa, you're just setting yourself up to be used, abused, and hurt. Ladies, if the man is not willing to take up that role to provide for you, you need to walk away from him and never look back. That's it. That's called loving yourself. Making yourself a priority. After all, you're the prize. But you need to act like it. You got to believe it. You got to know it. Listen, he needs you. He needs you for a lot of things. But you don't need to be used and abused and taken for granted. All right, let's end this. I have to see him when I go back to work because he is a security officer at one of the hospitals I service. I am so nervous to even think about seeing him. Please help. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. All right? First, sit with yourself. Sit with yourself because you need to harness your power. Harness your power. So when you see him, you have your head up high. And if your eyes meet, just wave and keep it moving. Don't try to say anything. Don't look at him twice. Just treat him like anybody else. Nobody special. Nobody special because, see, he's looking for you to beg and plead and do little things to try to get his attention, to try to get him to talk, try to get him to come back. So he's going to be shocked if you come a strong, confident person and acting like you don't even see him, you don't care about him or anything. And when he sees you, you'll be happy. Having fun doing other things. Have a smile on your face every day. You understand? Enjoying yourself, loving yourself, and not thinking about him. I tell you. But don't take him back. Because when he sees you like that, that's going to make him want to come back. He's going to want to know what's with you. What has changed in you? How can you be so happy when I tried everything to make you miserable? You see? You see? And he did. He's been trying to tear you down. He could be a narcissist. He sounds like one. You don't need to be with a man like this. You must be financially stable if you're out here paying for everything. Stop it. It's the man's responsibility to pay when he's with you, not yours. You see, when you went over to his house, you had sex and you started cooking for him, probably going to his house if he had junk on, picking up for him, crap like that. Men take advantage of that. They feel like that just goes along with the girlfriend experience. And many of them, that's what they want, a girlfriend. And what is the girlfriend? She's like a wife, but she doesn't have a commitment. Many men want that. They're not going to commit to you, but they want you to be their girlfriend. And the girlfriend is expected to do everything, just like the wife. Ladies, don't allow yourself to go into these toxic cycles, and that's what they are. Toxic cycles that just keep going around and around and around. And even for you, if you take this man back, guess what? You'll be back on that toxic cycle, going around and around and around, and it will never change for the better. It could get worse. It could get much worse. You see, if this man has PTSD, he's just as bad as that alcoholic drug user cheater husband that you left. And let me explain that. You see, when you broke up from your marriage, your husband, you didn't heal from that. You met this man and he pursued you. You say he pursued you for a year and a half until you finally gave in. When you don't heal from a toxic relationship, You bound to go into another one because you didn't heal from that one. And even with this relationship, if you don't heal, your next relationship will be toxic. The same thing over again. You got to heal from it, so you're not attracting this kind of energy into your life. You understand? It's energy, people. Once you understand that, your life can change. You put out that energy to attract these toxic men into your life, and therefore you're continuing the toxic cycles. To break them, you have to change. You have to change from the inside so that you'll put out positive energy, positive loving energy, so that you will attract positive loving companions and friends, relationships. It's about you. It's what you put out. It's what you attract. I hope you understand it. And I really hope that it helps you. Ladies, you don't have to continue in these toxic cycles with men. It's all about you. You change the way that you think about yourself and what you believe about yourself. You will start attracting a better quality man. And it shows. What you attract in your life is evident what's going on the inside of you. That's right. Your reality reflects what's on the inside of you. So ladies, examine that. Look at yourself. Take a long look around your own reality. If you're sitting over there in poverty and confusion and abuse, you need to change yourself. You are creating this reality. Now, I know a lot of times it's hard for people to understand, but this is the way it is in this dimension. Love yourself first. Realize what a special being you are, and you deserve the very best. The very best. Stop settling for less than. Now, I know a lot of ladies, when you feel like you've got a military man, and you know, they have what their pensions or whatever they have, money or whatever, you see. But many of these men are damaged. Damaged. And there's nothing you can do about it. But unless you're willing to live with it, many of them are very abusive because of the experiences that they had in the military. I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps you. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, you'll find the link in the description. Send me your letters, and I will be happy to share them right here on the channel with the collective. And believe me, your letters help so many other ladies who are having the same issues with men that you are. And we can come together and talk about these issues and build ourselves up to be strong, independent, confident women. I want to thank you for your comments and your letters, and a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.